Hello, welcome. This week we are doing surprise, another tier list. You guys have been asking, and we are delivering every week. Pirates 5945. I believe this is our guy that gave us the idea of the greatest sex toys to be ranked. The ones that make the girls come over and over and over again. The ones that have a begging to come back from. We'll also talk about how to use each of these sex toys. We'll also talk about the psychology behind it. Some guys are scared to use sex toys because they think they're getting cucked by them. So yeah, I'm excited for this one.
Let's fucking do it.
Let's go. All right.
I'm ready.
I can feel it. I can feel it. All right. Let's how do I share my screen again? Okay, here we go. Perfect. So I've got about 50 toys here that make our way through. Hopefully YouTube doesn't fucking ban us for this or some shit, but fingers crossed. Alrighty. We'll start with the Liberator. These are like the sex pillows.
Well, you want to talk about what is S, what is D, what is B?
Yeah. Okay. S is this is gonna be like sex god. Like she will view you as a god. She will come back for more. These are toys that either build so much authority that she's like, you know how to use this? Holy fuck. Or they're toys that the girl will just come instantly with. And even if you have no idea what you're doing, you hold this thing in your hand and she's like, oh, how did you do that? I think that's S tier for me.
And I think maybe some toys are a little bit more common and others a little bit more rare. So there are certain toys where she goes, oh my God, you have X, Y, and Z. It's going to be sort of no other guy or other girls just don't have this toy. It's hard to get, it's expensive, whatever.
Yeah. Or it's just niche and not known. Exactly. I've got a couple of those. Hey. Actually, do you know what we should have had D as in like, maybe we should have had some toys on here that are like A is going to be, I don't know, how can we describe A? It's not as good as Sex God, but you're up there.
What about like, she'll be coming. She's coming. Yeah. She's coming back. She's coming back.
Coming back. Did I spell coming wrong? What the fuck? How do I add this to my dictionary? All right. B. This is gonna be like
it's like basic good or
yeah. Like that was fun.
That felt good.
Yeah. That was that good for you. C is C. All right, we need something between like that was okay and
meh is like it's a waste of time. C is we could I don't know, but it's like unnecessary accessory or something like no, that was fun, man.
We can think about something as we go through.
Maybe just okay.
All right. Liberator. So this is going to be your wedge pillow. So I made pictures so guys you know what the fuck we're talking about. So this can be nice for, you can prop up. I used to use a pillow. Now I actually have this exact model. I used to use a pillow to put under her hips. It lifts her hips up. So when you go to eat pussy, you're not like bending your neck in this weird, uncomfortable position. You have a lot more exposure to the actual clit and pussy itself, so you can either finger or eat her out. And then it's also really nice for having her bend over something. Like for the girls that really don't know how to get fucked in doggy style, this can assist you a little bit. And these are also they're not like a pillow where they just sink in. They're a lot more firm, so it is easy to actually like sit a girl on and fuck them on them. But they're like waterproof and all that shit, and you can take the covers off and clean them fairly easily. So I like these bad boys. I was never for them because I was like, just use a fucking pillow. But since I've had them, I'm like, okay, I see the appeal.
Oh, for sure. Pillows can be a little bit messy. It's hard to get the angle perfect.
Yeah. I would put this in like that was fun because yeah, you could just use pillows. It's okay if you don't necessarily get the perfect angle for pillows, but I think they're useful, and I think when you have them, girls are like, damn, this guy's got some sex pillows. I think I know what's up. So I think that was fun. I think
have you seen the pillows with a dildo attachment? Have you seen those?
No, I haven't.
Yeah. So it looks just like that, except there's a hole right in the middle, and you could put your own vibrator or dildo attachment in the middle there.
That's cool. That's cool. All right, let's go. Oh, dude, crop. So when it comes to impact play, there's like a few different ones on this list. The crop for me is my favorite because you have very specific control, and if you want to be painful, you can. If you just want to be like sensual, you can. And yeah, I love this. So I usually tie the girls up, blindfold them. Then you've got this. You can like slap it on their nipples. You can slap it just above their clit. Or if you want to like slap it across their ass, you can cause some pain from there. So I think the crop is like super universal. It's sexy. It's got that leather feel to it. This to me is like a coming back territory.
You actually left your crop at the Airbnb a couple years ago.
I know. I'm sad. I know that was. You have it, motherfucker, dude. As I was making this list, I was like, I miss that crop. It was from Upco. It was so nice.
You left it in the room.
You motherfucker.
And, I said, oh, this is nice. It's heavy. It's like nice and heavy. It's fucking durable. And I took that with me. I used that for a couple years.
Damn. Okay. Well, fuck you. Hope you enjoyed it. This is a weak list. Bro, maybe we should cover the psychology first. There's going to be a lot of guys out there that don't like sex toys. There's a lot of guys out there that if you suggest them, like, hey, bro, you should use a vibrator when you fuck your girl, they get so worried. I get this from they get so worried that this girl is going to be like, you know what? This vibrator made me come and it was amazing. I'm actually going to go home with this vibrator and I'm never going to see you again because I like the vibrator more than you. I don't know if we should cover that. Well, let's cover it when we get to the doctor, actually, because I think that's when I hear it the most. But yeah, if you think sex toys are weak or you don't need them or some shit, you are missing. I think he's saying that
he's more experienced and more. He's got like crazier sex toys.
Okay. Well, that's exciting. All right. Sorry, Dwight. Dude, post up. Write up what toys you use. They may or may not be on this list. If they're not, we'll add them in. So, okay, sorry. I thought you were just saying like sex toys a week. All right, you have some crazy sex toys. Let's hear them. Let's post them up and we can do them. Okay, my bad. All right. Well, let's do the doxy now. All right, since I spoke about it. This guys might know it as Magic Wand, or just like a one vibrator. I prefer this brand, which is the Doxy. It is super fucking powerful. Like this thing's insane. And you will not find a girl. Like any girl that tells you, I can't come, I find it really hard to come. You can use this bad boy and you don't have to be that experienced or skilled. This head is massive, so you just point it around the clit. Like even if you're a virgin, you know where the clit is, put it somewhere near there. You turn this bad boy on and you tell the girl, listen, the minute you want this faster, you fucking ask. And then when she says, can I please have it faster? You're like, yes, good girl. And you turn it up. The girl will come. If you're struggling with pussy eating, just wiggle your tongue around the pussy and put this thing out, she will come. It's awesome to fuck. It's awesome to use while you're fucking. It's awesome if you're fingering the girl and using Swift's G-spot technique. You can put this just over the top of the pelvic bone and it vibrates through the pussy. This thing is sex god level. What do you think, Swifty?
I have one. I've had one for back in the day. They were Magic One. That was the one, but I would Doxy right now, and it's sometimes a little bit too powerful for some girls actually. So like the slowest speed is usually enough, but it's powerful, man. Fuck.
Slow speed, and you can even put it like not directly on the clit, like as I said, just above on the pelvic bone. Sometimes that's enough. Yeah, straight up.
I would use a Doxy when the girl said clothes on. So I just put it through the fucking jeans and turn that shit up.
Yeah.
And they're trying to like rip their pants off, their panties off. I'm like, nope. Just kind of hold them down and tease through the jeans.
Nice. Yeah.
Especially if they're giving you LMR. They're giving you LMR. They're like, I'm not going to want to take my pants off. You know, all right. Let me show you massager, okay? You know, pull out the fucking Doxy. You're like, oh, this is nice, isn't it? You know? Yeah. Put it on her fucking neck and just kind of put it near her stomach area, maybe her legs, up her legs. Yep. It's going to be like close to impossible for the girl once she feels that vibrate, like up her knee, up her thighs, and you don't have to take her clothes off. Like she's not going to say no to that. It's going to get closer and closer to her clit, and she is going to be done. She's going to have to take her fucking pants off. It's an LMR buster.
Bro, I used to have this just sitting on the side of my table, and girls every single time, right? What's that? And I'm like, oh yeah, it's a vibrator. I'm like, it's great for massage too. And like exactly as you said, you just like turn this thing on. And the awesome thing, because this is sometimes the objection guys will get from women, is hygiene. So if you pull out the vibrator from like under your bed or something, and you like grab it out, you're like, all right, most girls are gonna be like, is that clean? Have you used it before? Like blah, blah, blah. If you have it just presented nicely on the side of your bed, like on a table there, or hanging up, or you have like a nice display and you have like a clean room, it's always going to feel super cleanly, and you never get this objection of, is it clean? By the way, you should clean your vibrator after every use, but like, you solve that objection. If the girl's really worried, like she's really freaking out, you can just put like a condom over this thing. I mean, that's fine. I don't think I've ever had to do that in my entire life by just having it on my bedside table. When girls say, is it clean? I clean after every single time, of course. But that usually doesn't even come up. When it's sitting there, she asks you about it, you grab it, you can kind of just put it in your back and things like that. Like you show her it. It's a nice objection handling method for girls that are a bit unsure, let's say. All right, let's go to the cane. So again, in terms of impact play, I'm going to be biased because I love impact play. And this is the most painful thing I use. This will leave train tracks of bruises and welting down the girl's fucking ass. So this is only going to be for women that really enjoy pain, right? This isn't a girl that's like, oh yeah, I like it a little bit rough and you can spank me. If you pull this thing out, it will leave fucking bruises. So for that reason, for me, this is like ST, but I would reduce this down to maybe like okay, because I don't think many girls are going to like it. I don't think many guys are going to be able to use it.
What is it called?
This is like a cane. So it's made of rattan, I think is the wood or wood. And it's super flexible. It's very like thin. It's a very stingy pain. But I mean, for me, it's just so much fun to use.
How does that compare to like bamboo? Because I had a bamboo cane, and that women that was too much for a lot of women. The bamboo,
100% similar. This is going to be more like flexible than the bamboo, so like more snappy and stingy. But yeah, very very similar. Very similar idea. So I would sit this. I'd sit this in okay. Sex Suite. Have you ever tried using one of these bad boys? Like a sex
have one.
Suite? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
what do you think of it?
I have one right now. Yeah, I travel with it. It really depends on what kind of sex swing you get. I've been through a few of them. Some are really shitty and difficult to use. So if you get a really good one, I would not buy a really cheap one. Okay, you're just gonna go through a few of them. The thing is
that because you have like big girls? Is that why? Like you need
no,
a
it's not because I have
you
big
need
girls.
a
The girls are
like
very
200 kilogram
They're not.
weight limit? Is that?
Trust me, these are very small women. Okay, very small.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. They fall through the hoops.
That would be pretty funny to put a big woman on a fucking sex swing. Imagine you walked in one day, like while we were gaming, you walk in, I got like a fucking 300-pound woman on. Would you join me if I said, hey, listen, I'm not into like these BBWs, but
I think it would be funnier if I see like the sex swing in the bin and I'm like, bro, why are you throwing this out? You just got it. You're like, nah, just a broke. And I'm like, a broke? What do you mean it broke? what happened? What do you mean?
Yeah. When I can't wait until I have my own house because I want to put the sex swing into the wall in the middle of a room.
That'd be cool.
Against the doors is nice and everything, but it would be much better if we could have this. I don't know if this is like a door swing, sex swing, or is it hanging down?
This picture looks like a hanging down. The one I have is a door one, but I don't really enjoy it that much. It's too finicky. It's against the door and stuff. Like there's ones you can get that it has its own like structure, like this big metal structure. But then, that's just really hard. Like, as you said, you probably want your own place. And then it's like this big, massive thing in the middle of the room. I guess like hanging one from the ceiling would be awesome. Like having a hook point, because then you could use Shibari as well if you have a hook point. That's what I'm looking forward to.
The thing is, like girls, like you said, like for me, it's just difficult to use a door sex swing, but the girls enjoy it sometimes. Like you prop them up there, you could get that doxy and go over there and fucking spread their legs open, use a doxy, or a fuck machine. I'm sure you have that on here. So like I don't know, they enjoy it and everything, but I wouldn't use it every day and fuck them on that door sex swing. I would need one hanging from the fucking ceiling.
Yeah. Okay. So I like me personally, I put this okay, but did you want to bump this up at all, or what are you thinking?
I think for women that would be like, that was fun.
Okay.
Because they see the sex swing and they're like, can you get me on it? Like, can I try it?
Yeah.
And look, you could do the fingering technique while they're on the sex swing, they're hanging down.
Okay.
So that's a different sensation. It feels different. They squirt pretty quickly on the sex swing when they're fingering them. So like the girls love it, but like right now I have it like in my closet because I don't want to fucking deal with it.
Yeah, same. Yeah, mine's just sitting in my fucking closet. All right, then we have I believe these are called a TENS machine, TEN, but I could be misremembering this. But it's basically like it was originally used for, I think, like muscle pain or cramping, and maybe it's still used in physios, but it's basically like two pads. Yeah, and they pass current between each other, and it causes like this. It's almost like a taser. It's what it looks like. So it's like exactly the muscle.
I used to do that for physical therapy, and it was like
there you go. Yeah.
It was like a massage / just being shocked with a taser. It feels weird. I don't know. It feels weird. Like it. Yeah.
This is this was fun for me sexually. So like I had a few girls where you put the pads on each butt cheek, and then you can adjust the settings like how high you want it. So some girls that really like pain, you can increase this. But like the really cool thing is like her butt just jiggles like every couple of seconds. So when you're like fucking from behind, it's like this really weird, interesting sensation of her butt just like bouncing up and down. So I personally found the novelty of this like so much fun. It's super interesting. And I think the goals were the same. It's like this new type of, I had some girls that they really like pain, and short impact pain's a lot of fun, but you want to be able to mix it up sometimes. So adding this like electrical component was really cool. But to be honest, it wasn't like some of these other toys where I'm like, this is awesome, I'm going to use this over and over and over again. It was like this really cool novelty experience that I'd use like, a few times with different girls. But then after that, I was like, and then also like just a safety thing. Also, obviously be careful. I think some people use it on the tits and stuff. I think around the heart with electrical current, you just got to be careful. I always just did it on the butt. So yeah, I mean, I'd put this in like okay. I think it's like cool to get as a novelty thing.
You did it wrong. You're a little bit too. That was a little bit weak. Okay, you got to put it on their chest and tell them that you're going to shock their heart. Okay,
exactly.
You have to tell them that this electric current is very powerful. You may die for a second.
Yeah.
But I'm going to bring.
Do you know what's really fun? Yeah, arrhythmias. Okay, I'm going to give you an SVT. All right, you want your heart fucking racing for me, bitch? All right, let's go. All right, let's crank this shit up. 4 joules per kilo. Let's get this going. Yeah, that's fucked
even
up.
better if you tie her up. Okay, you tie her up first.
Yeah,
please tie me up. I've never had it before. You fucking tie her up. I'm like,
now
that I have you here. This was a bad decision. You should have never wanted this. Okay.
Your heart is gonna skip for me. All right.
But really, like women love that shit. They fucking love that.
Oh, dude, what I should have added to this list. I should have just added knife to this list. We'll add it at the end. Because that's actually we'll talk about it in a moment. But that's a really cool thing.
Did I tell you the knife story?
I've heard a knife story. I don't know if it's the knife story.
I have multiple knife stories, but somewhere women are just stabbing me. But I had a like they throw knives at you, they're angry, whatever, they just kind of give you a stab. No, I had a girl, a Polish girl, 18. She came over. I did the blindfold. I tied her up. I did the whole thing. I used your thing on her, just guiding around her body, and I went to her neck and I kind of played around with that. She couldn't see anything. She was blindfolded. It went well and everything. Now, one of my students moved into my room when I left. And he happened to get the same girl come over. She's like, "This room looks really fucking familiar." Have you always lived here? I'm like, no, I just moved in. And it's like, I've been here before. Like, oh yeah, that's my friend David, and so forth. And she went, "Oh my God, he's fucking crazy, that guy. He's fucking crazy. He tied me up and he put a knife to my fucking throat. I thought I was going to die. I literally thought he was going to kill me." And he told me that, and he's like, "Yeah, she told me about when you put a knife to her throat and almost." I'm like, "That never happened. I didn't have a knife. It was just the paddle, like going across." But in her mind, I was this fucking crazy person, and I noticed, like, when I looked through her Tinder, all her matches were psychopathic looking motherfuckers. So she created this fucking fantasy around knife play.
Yeah, I think. I just scrolled down to grab blindfold. I'm going to put blindfold because I think you kind of mentioned it there. S tier.
100%.
And it's so underrated. Everyone can get a blindfold. It's so easy. Yeah. And there's going to be that guy that was like, "What a weak list," who still hasn't given us a suggestion. But like, you might look at this and be like, "Whoa, like blindfold, really?" Like, I have one of those to go to sleep. You can create such a psychological like fantasy and drive, and her imagination can go crazy just by placing one of these on, right? Like as Swift said, he just had a paddle, right? Like you could get any kind of sharpish object and put it to her neck when you have a blindfold on and be like, "Be a fucking good girl." And she's going to think like, "Holy shit." You did remember when we did that coaching? Were you there with her? I'm not sure. Where I was doing like a sex coaching session with a bunch of students, and I was talking about the blindfold and how powerful it is. And I asked this girl, I was like, "Look, when I put a blindfold on you, what do you picture? Like, what goes on in your mind? Like, what do you think I'm doing?" And it was so funny because this girl got up and she's like, "This is what I picture." And she actually grabbed this cane here and she got it and she was like slapping it against her hand. She was like walking around the room like this. Yeah, she was like this dominant, like suave, like sexual, like boom, boom, waiting to like take advantage. And she's like, "Yeah, it's so hot, it's so sexy." And I'm sitting there like trying to hold back my laugh because then I turn to the students and I'm like, "All right, I'll show you what it actually looks like." And so I tie her up, put a blindfold on, and then I'm literally like stumbling around the room trying to like find the massage oil or find like the next thing I want to use or some shit. And it's like the really cool thing is you can take all the pressure off yourself. You just put that blindfold on. She's going to picture you being like some sex god walking around like slapping the thing. And then you can fumble around and like figure out what you do as much as you want. And she has no fucking idea. So like Blindfold, super underrated, super easy to use. Pop this thing on. The girl's imagination goes wild. She's going to feel things more intensely.
And the amount of times that we used it together, not on each other, but like, like on like when we had like girls having like gangbang for the first time or some sort of like group sex type of thing. Pull the girl, and they're like, oh, I'm kind of nervous and everything. We put that fucking blindfold every time. Yep. Every time they were relaxed. They enjoyed the blindfold.
Yeah. So and it's easy for us now. Like we're just kind of I'm just looking at Swift. I'm like, all right, do you want to like eat her out, or like, what do you want to do? Should we fuck? Like sometimes, like I'll just leave the room, grab a bottle of water or something. Like it makes everything just flow, and it makes it so much easier. So
much easier,
easy. Lol, you might die for a second, but I'll bring you back. Yeah, he's talking about the shock. Yep. Then we have anal beads. I've never used these in my entire life, so I won't be able to really rate. Yeah, I'm gonna put this as like just because I've never fucking used them. We have 2 anal beads. We have why do we have 2 of everything? Let me move this down. We have butt plugs. So these I think are great. This is a training kit here, so you can start from like small to medium to large, and this I would probably put at like, depends on the girl. Maybe like that was fun to coming back, depending on how much she likes anal play.
Yeah, I would put it an A because
you're a butt guy.
Well, no, it's like I'm thinking about the girl. Like for me, I don't give a fuck about the anal plug so much. Oh, actually, fuck. If you get a big plug that vibrates, I have ones that vibrate. It looks just like this, but they vibrate. You put your dick in her pussy, you feel that vibration on your dick. It feels fucking good. It does feel good. But like when I'm fucking the girl, like girls will say, "Hey, can I get the butt plug, please? You know, can I put it in?" So they enjoy that sensation. So if I'm fucking the pussy, they have the butt plug vibrating, and then they have the fucking doxy on their clit. Oh,
GG.
Woo, they come so hard.
Yeah,
so fucking hard. And if you want to like,
this is my.
You want to like put that egg over here? See the egg, the pink egg? We should move it up a little bit. Let's move it up because this is like a good combination.
Well, let me do this first. This is my suggestion. I would say that was fun for just these are silicon.
Okay.
Yeah, basic. I have a guide in the Mastermind on how to do anal play. So everything from like what type of lube to use if the girl's not interested in it, and you are, like how to get her a little bit open-minded for this. If you want to fuck her in the ass, how to use these to progress to that. Like there's a whole guide in there. So if you're interested more about it, go for it. But like I would say that was fun. This is what you're talking about. This is this is interesting. This is not just a vibrating one. This also has like a twisting motion as well. I agree with you. It's a lot of fun to use. Her pussy is going to feel a lot tighter because you will literally feel like the toy pushing against the cavity. So pussy will feel a lot tighter. As Swift said, it will vibrate through. You'll feel that. To the girl, yeah, this in a butt vibrating as you're fucking her with something hitting her clit. Like if you like a girl that is into multi-stimulation, which is most girls, it's GG. Like this is just so nice for her. So that would be my suggestion. This goes into A, standard goes into B.
What do you think about getting like a couple set? You know, you stick one in your ass and you stick one in her ass.
I noticed you were. Yeah, I had a lot of girls that you were being with. They said you really liked that. Yeah. They were wondering, they're like, Swift, are there going to be any ones for me left? Like, what's going on? Like, I want to use these toys, but like, they're just in your ass.
I'm giving you an assist to talk about like what you're into and everything. Why you have to flip it on me?
Listen, look, sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry. This is a safe space. So yes, I will not yuck your yum. I think if this is something you really like, Swift, I think listen, not for me. I think it's really great that you like that. So look, 100%. So maybe you could get like 2 of these, or maybe like you could
Mark.
You could use a big one for yourself.
During the gangbang, I saw you stick the anal plug in. You thought it was dark. There was a little bit of light coming through the fucking door.
That's why I put it. Yeah, To be honest, this is a personal experience, Mo. I was like, I just, it could be better. These weren't big enough. Yeah, see how small these ones are? Like, dude, not helpful.
You were excited to put this in A, so
I know. Yeah. As soon as the stream is over, I'm moving this up. Okay, let's go with. I forget what this is called. It's a WeVibe. It's a WeVibe. This might be the Moxie. WeVibe something. You just look at WeVibe egg, and that'll give you the product name. But this is the egg vibrator. So this goes into her pussy, and then this thing is just so you can pull it out. But that'll like sit just, I guess, like over her vulva or over her clit. Yeah. And then this is actually controlled by your phone. There's also a remote, but you can just use Bluetooth on your phone. And you can set, dude, this is sick. You can like program this motherfucker to like go at different paces, different timing. You can even, there's one where you just move your finger and you go up for intensity and right for like speed. So you can like fucking play around with this. I love this on dates, right? Like there's a girl you're seeing and you guys like go out to, I think it's most fun at a restaurant, but even like I've been out of music festivals, clubs, things like that. You tell her, like, go put this inside of you, right? She goes, puts inside of it. Then during the date, like she goes to order, you put this thing up. So she's like, can I please get the, and I'm like, what's wrong, baby? You okay? She's like, stop, please, stop. And it's like, then you pull it down. She's like, okay, can I please get the chicken? And it's so, I do it. It's so much fun controlling the girl with just your finger at the other end of the table.
This is the one toy where girls will message me and say, when can we go out? Like, I want to try the egg. Can we go to movies? Can we go to eat? Can we go somewhere? Like they'll blow my phone up saying, when are we going to go out? Like I want to try this. The thought of like them going out and being on the spot where they may come, it turns them the fuck on.
Insane.
This is great. I've always had one. I've had these. Like when never mind. They use this in like webcam, the webcam business as well.
So when Swift used to sex traffic women for webcamming,
I used to do it via webcam. So,
I would put this S tier personally. But you know what's I think it's just so much fun.
What I do is I put the anal plug from A tier, I'm sorry. I'll put the egg in her pussy, give her the doxy for her clit, and then I'll fuck her ass.
Hey, okay, all right. That's a nice setup, actually. That's a nice setup. I'm less fucking the ass guy, so I would usually do that the other way around, but I like it. I like it. Should guys buy vibrators or do most women have them? No, buy these motherfuckers. Okay. Most women will have them, and I'll go through the ones that most women have. Like Womanizer is probably the most popular one.
A lot of women have like some garbage vibrators.
Yeah, 100%.
Like weak.
Yeah. And 100%. Like the amount of women that have doxies is literally zero. I don't know any girl before me that had one. It's so funny. Actually, I got a quick story about, like, some guys are worried, as I said before, that you use a vibrator on a girl, she's going to fall in love with a vibrator. I've never found that to be the case ever. Like, every girl is just like, you're amazing, you're incredible, like, blah, blah. But I had this girl who, one of my students who is now a friend, he fucked her, used a doxy. And she's like, I've never come so hard in my life. Like, what the fuck? And she was asking, like, I want to get this for myself. Like, where do I buy it? Like, what's it called? And so he sends her the link, blah, blah, she buys this. She comes back like 2 weeks later and she's like, that's not the same one. Like, you sent me the wrong link, or that's not the right one, or blah, blah, blah. And he's like, no, that's the exact same one I have. Like, she's like, it just didn't feel as good. And they end up fucking it again. And she's like, no, this vibrator is different. Like, there's something different about this. And I was like, yes, like, it's the context. You're with a guy that's doing to you. It's always going to feel way different than a girl just doing it. Like, the same thing, like, sure, you can jerk off and it might feel nice, but fucking a girl is going to feel a lot better, right? And there's like a lot more going on there. So 100%, the girls can buy one of these things. It's not going to feel the same as you using it on them. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, they rarely have these. They've got like shitty little ones, whatever. And then you don't want to have to rely on like, hey, please bring your vibrator over or some shit, or like going to their place. Like, having it just builds so much authority. That's what half of this is, right? Like, the minute you pull this out and you put a blindfold on, even if you're a virgin and you've never had sex in your entire life, this girl is going to have the confidence to be able to let go, right? Instead of thinking, is this going to be good? I'm not sure. She can just think like, okay, this guy seems to know what he's doing. I'm going to trust in that. And you almost get like this placebo effect. This whole idea of like, I think I'm taking a medication that's going to help me. So most people feel like it actually does. So same idea with sex. Like you pull out a vibrator, you put a blindfold on. Most women are going to think, I am going to orgasm. I'm going to have a great time. And then more likely to actually do it. So yeah, get your own. I've noticed girls don't like using it knowing it's been used on others. Makes sense. Advice. Just don't use it. Lol. Yeah, we went through, you may have just joined the stream. We went through this a second ago. So having it on your bedside table makes it just appear clean. No girls usually ask any objection. If they say, is this clean? Just tell them yes, because first of all, clean it, but then tell them yes. If they're really, really worried, you can use a condom, but I've never had to put a condom over my vibrators ever. So should be fine. The next thing, Swifty, is I think this is called the Moxie. So this is similar to the egg, but this sits on the outside. So this attaches to the panties. So essentially, like this goes on the inside of the fabric, and then this is a magnet that attaches on the outside. And so this hits her clit and works the same way as this. I think it's awesome. Sometimes I'll use both out on a date. So you can hit the clit and the G-spot at the same time. It's just a lot harder to use. It tends to move around a little bit. It tends to be a little bit uncomfortable. If girls are wearing like sexy underwear, right, like G-string that's like not much fabric, this tends to be heavy and kind of just goes down. So look, it's cool.
You know what I bought? I had the same issue. I bought special panties where you could there's like a pocket or something. So it stays in there.
That's better. Okay, so that's better. Yeah, do that. I mean, this works. It's just not great, but that's much better. I like that idea. So I would put that in there. Next is candles. So these are going to be sex-specific candles. So they burn at a lower temperature. If you just use normal candles, it's literally will just burn the girl. So they're usually made of, I think it's like paraffin or soy, maybe. But don't take my word on that. Just look up BDSM candles for wax play. Again, I have an instructional video of this in the Mastermind about how to go about it. This, I would say, that was fun because it's just such a unique experience. It feels really sexy for the girl. It looks amazing. You can have like different patterns across her. I've used ones that glow under the blue light or whatever it's called. It's from a pleasure point of view. Obviously, like you're just putting some hot wax across her. So there's nice sensation play there, but it's not like she's fucking coming nonstop or some shit. So if you're willing to put in the effort, if you're willing to deal with the cleanup after this, then I think you get a lot of women that have a very novel, unique experience that they feel sexy and they take photos of. It's nice sensation play. Once you get to this point where you've used these and you want to explore something else, I think candles are a nice place to start. Next is, have you ever used this tape, Swift? It's like it's not sticky, it just sticks to itself.
Yeah. I've used that more than rope, actually.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Because it's just easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not sticky. You could kind of reuse it over and over again. I don't know. It's just easy. Like you just get the girl, put her arms behind the back, fucking. I don't know. Like when you're like in a rush and you're like, I want to just fucking like tape her up. You know, she feels like she's being kidnapped. You know, that's what it feels like. And yeah, I mean, they enjoy it, and for me, it's just so much easier. It's a lot quicker than a lot of other restraints. I don't know. I think this might be my go-to if I'm going to tie the girl up.
Yeah, I think this is my favorite for like consensual non-consent, like as you said, kind of like kidnap play, and also for the face. Like sometimes if I'm like shut the fuck up and I want to like tape up her face, if you use masking tape, I mean it sticks to her hair, leaves like residue. It's not great. This you can just like wrap around her fucking face really easily, and as I said, it doesn't stick to anything, just itself. It's really cool. I obviously, you know this, I prefer a rope. That's going to be my ST later on, but like I think for bondage, I prefer this over like underbed restraints. I prefer it over handcuffs and things like that. I think it's
I used a couple rolls before. Like, I know she looked like a fucking mummy.
Yeah.
But she couldn't see what she looked like. You know, she had the blindfold on, and I didn't even fucking. And I'm looking at this like, you know, it's like this 2 feet is playing, you dim lights, and it's kind of a sexy feel. And I'm looking down, going, man, I need to learn how to do this bondage shit a little bit better. This is ugly as fuck. I show her what this looks like. You know what I mean? And she's like, oh no, you know, it's like she's getting into it and she's imagining what it looks like, and it looked like shit. Like I had to keep reusing fucking tape, and I'm like, she's just a mummy at this point, you know. But she enjoyed it. Yeah, I don't know. It just looked ugly as shit.
That's too good. Yeah, and that's the cool part is like, as long as the sensation is there, like something like that, it doesn't have to look pretty, right? Like as long as she's thinking it looks pretty. Then, next is I just had to check the name of this. Enjoy. So this is like a stainless steel dildo. I wouldn't buy the Enjoy one. You can just get these off like eBay or Amazon, other brands, as long as like they're using like stainless steel. This is heavy as fuck. All right. This actually feels like you're holding like a bat or some shit. And I like this. I put it in like that was fun or maybe okay. But this, if you want to hit the G spot with some form of penetration instead of using a dildo, this can be really nice. There's also like temperature play. This you can make really, like it tends to be a little bit cold to begin with. But you could have this in the fridge, for example, and really make it like cold, add some lube to that. And now it feels like this whole new sensation as you fuck her. And it's just heavy. And what I usually do is I'll get the girl to hold it first. So she's like, holy fuck, that's about to enter my pussy. There's a bit of psychological play there as well. Yeah, really nice. I would put it in that was fun. There's no vibration to this. But yeah, it's a different type of penetration, which is cool to fuck around with.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. Yeah, I'll put it okay. Okay, that was fun. Next is our bullet vibrator. I have this specific one. I think this is WeVibe brand as well. This is a great travel vibrator. I've used this at music festivals, for example. You just carry it in your pocket, and this is something that I typically just wouldn't use in the bedroom. Like if you want to vibrate, you got something like this that you can use like a doxy. So in terms of traveling around or using on dates or some shit like that, or in the club, this is awesome. In those scenarios, I would put it in an A. In the bedroom, I'd put it C. So I'm curious what your thoughts are.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I have one that looks like lipstick. Oh, let me.
Yeah. Little to Swift know it's actually just lipstick, and he's been just
it looks like
painting the lips of every girl.
Looks like lipstick.
Yeah.
Like fucking, and for some reason, I have a lot of different vibrators and the doxy, and girls really love this one. I don't know what it is. Maybe because it's small and you could kind of pinpoint exactly on the clit, and it's fucking powerful as shit. It's actually super fucking powerful. I don't know. Women tend to really like this one.
Okay.
And I don't know what brand is that one.
This is a WeVibe, so similar variant to these eggs. And all right, I'll put this in A just because I love it for a travel thing as well. So, all right, then we just have like a rabbit, which is going to be some form of a dildo.
That's back. Yeah. That's like back in the fucking day. Like when I was 18, that was in. Like every girl wanted one, or they had one. That was like in your, like everyone. If you had a sex toy collection, that was like the main one. Was the fucking rabbit.
Yep.
Old school shit.
Old school. I'm gonna put this in. Okay. I don't like the idea of dildos that have clitoral stimulation attached to it. I would rather be able to just control both. So you can use some form of like dildo or, penetrated vibrator, and then just have something for the clit. I understand for girls, maybe it's just easier for them to have the one thing. But if I want a great experience with this girl that I'm with, I'm not getting something that's like 2-in-1 bullshit. I will use this. And as Swift said, you could throw something in the ass, things like that. So yeah, I'm going to put this in okay. If not, no.
They have better, more upgraded versions of this, like on Amazon even. That works a lot better. I bought a few of them, and it's so much better than the Rabbit.
Yeah, let's put it in Mo. I wouldn't use one. Okay. Womanizer. All right. This was very popular. Holy fuck. So for those who don't know, there's a bunch of different vibrators. I've maybe got 3 or 4 different types of these where there's an opening here that adds vibration, but also like a little bit of suction. So I don't know how else to describe it. It's like, and women love this. So that goes over the clit, and there's different settings. And there were girls that were like saying, I find it hard to come, but I will come multiple times with this motherfucker. Now, the difficult thing is, this is great for girl self-use if she's using it herself. Awesome. Yep. Right? Awesome. If you're using it on her, it can work okay, but it can't. What that looks like is you just like holding it there like this, trying to be really still and holding like the right angle so it actually has the seal to do the suction. So,
bro, they usually push my hand away. They grab the fucking thing.
Yeah. Because it's like just so getting the perfect angle.
It's so hard.
And then you could try get it to use it and fuck her at the same time, but every time you thrust, it like loses a little bit of that thing, and it's like, so you're like slowly fucking, and she's trying to like meticulously hold this thing here. So this is awesome for the girl to just use for herself. But other than that, it's kind of, I would almost say, useless. So like honestly, the use case of this has kind of been like a girl that I'm seeing or some shit. Maybe we fucked, and then maybe she wakes up in the morning and she wants to fuck again or something, and I can't be bothered, and I might handle this. Like, I don't know of much other use cases. Or just being able to, like, a lot of times I've said, like, do you like the womanizer? I've got this here. And they're like, oh my God, I've heard of that. I've never been able to use it, blah, blah, blah. That creates a lot of authority. Probably a waste to buy to just have a level of authority. So if this is like, if we're just doing this stream for women and we're like, toys to use at home, that's S tier. But for you guys, it's kind of like okay or meh. I just don't have many use cases for it.
Yeah, I mean, the only time I use that if I'm, my dick is in her mouth, like fucking her throat while she's using it.
Cool. That actually, that's a better use case.
Come even harder if they have a cock in their mouth.
Yeah, that's true.
Using this or the vibrator, but
yeah, that's true.
You know what I tried? Man, I had so many girls like, oh, I love this fucking thing. There's like different versions of it, some that suck even more. And I started like kind of playing around with it, like on my finger, to see like what sensation. And I tried to imitate what the fucking toy is doing. And man, I practiced for months to get like the suction perfect around the clit while licking the clit at the same time. And it took a while to kind of get that rhythm and everything perfect, but women go fucking insane. Like I had a girl the other day like send me a message trying to describe like, what did you do at this particular point when you did the sucking? Can I come over again? Can you do that? Man, they go crazy. If you can, it's hard. It's not easy to kind of suck that clit. And keep that suction while kind of playing with the clit. It's not easy. It takes skill, but if you get it down, they don't need this fucking toy. You don't have to pull it out.
100%. Yeah, and it increases like blood flow as well, which increases the sensation. So yeah, it's really nice to be able to add. How do you make the girls feel like you are making them come when using toys? The biggest thing here is to add as many other variables as possible. Like as we kind of mentioned here, if you're just kind of like holding it like this and not really doing anything else, the more she's going to think it's just the toy. But the minute you start to add layers of different variables, the more they're going to think it's you and not just the toy. So what I mean by that is like one layer could be as simple as having a really nice sex list playing. Another layer could be that you are dirty talking, right? You whispering in her ear like, oh my God, you're such a fucking good girl right now, blah, blah, blah. Another element, as Swift said, you could have your dick in her fucking mouth, right? Another element could be like, as I said before, I kind of use this ridiculous example, but like you have the vibrator there and you're just licking your tongue around somewhere, right? Like you're doing something. Now, obviously, you want that something to be beneficial and you want it to be like based on some level of like skill or knowledge that we can teach you. But my point is just doing something is going to make it feel like it was you. So the more elements you can add here, the more she's going to just perceive this as an overall experience as being amazing, as opposed to, oh, everything just came down to this one variable of him having this one toy that he used. Girls don't think that way. Then we have this BDSM pin roller. I forget the exact name. This is like a medical device. And this is fun in terms of sensation. So a lot of the time, like, you'll blindfold the girl, tie her up, and then you can go through different elements of sensation. So one is going to be the feather, which is nice for, like, you know, tickling a little bit, and you make her skin more sensitive when you do these things, because the minute she feels something, now that's where all her attention and focus goes on. Some ways that I like to teach this is awareness increases pleasure. So right now, if everyone just focuses on, like, the toes of their feet, or more specifically, like, your right big toe, if everyone just focuses on that, you'll start to notice either tingling or warmth or coolness or some type of sensation or pressure that you went this whole string without ever noticing or ever feeling or ever. So the minute you take the feather and you run it down their nipples, now all the focus is there. So then the next minute, as you go to like lick the nipples or whatever you want to do, now there's pleasure. So I think these are really nice to create that. The pinwheel is a bit more, let's say, on the like, as you kind of speaking about before, the knife to the throat side, let's say. This is one of the devices I will use to make her think that, yeah, there's some danger coming your way. So these I'd put in, like, that was fun. I think they increase and enhance sensation, which can be.
Yeah, I would. I have both. We could keep it at B, but I would put the feather higher than the pinroll.
Yeah,
like, because the pinroll, it's like, it's nice. I don't know. It's just sort of like an accessory I would use when I have her blindfold, with the feather, with other tools, and it's okay. But I don't know. I think if I show them the little spikes on the pinroll, then they're like, oh shit, we're gonna do with that. Where are you gonna put that? Then you put the blindfold, and they're a little bit like, oh shit, okay, I'm a little bit afraid, but I don't know. It's like, whatever, you know.
Yeah, I feel like these work.
Yeah, but I think the feather is, if you have a good feather, and you kind of tease around her, like her hips, down between her thighs, they get a little tickle, they shake a little bit. I think it's a lot more powerful than the pinroll.
Yeah, I think this is probably best used in, like, very sensitive areas. So, like, I will run this, like, right next to a vulva or, like, around the nipples. You'll get more of a sensation there. But yeah, I do agree with that. I do prefer the feather. Let's go with a gag. What do you think of the gag, Swifty?
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Girls really want to use it, but some girls can't take the pain. So I don't know. Like, I feel like if I put the ball gag, I have to fucking use some of my other toys that cause a lot of pain. I don't know. I honestly, I prefer to just stick their panties in their fucking mouth. You know what I mean? Like, instead of the ball gag, just get their fucking panties, stick it in, maybe a fucking dirty sock or something. But yeah, it's nice. Girls like it. It's something they could maybe bite down on. There's like, there's balls. There's like a little block. There's mouth guards, or, you know, it's like different kinds.
Yeah, I actually like this model here. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but basically it's like silicone, and there's holes in here, so the girls can actually breathe through it, like, more easily than this is a full-on ball gag. So I would say this is like a beginner-friendly version, and for me personally, I don't know what it is. I find it so sexy when a girl's got, like, the gag in her mouth, she's trying to talk, and then she's got saliva running down her face that she can't, like, hold back, or she's trying to hold back. There's something about that, just like dripping saliva. It's just so sexy. And, like, I will put these on, and yeah, I will just run dirty talk. I'm like, I'm going to beat the shit out of you right now. Okay. Are you going to stop me or what? And they're, they're trying to talk or some shit. Or I'll tease her a bunch. I'm like, do you want me to fuck you right now? She's like, She's like nodding, and I'm like, I can't hear you. Fucking say it. She's like, yeah. And it's like, there's something about it, man. I find it so much fun. But I know this is a personal thing for me. If it was me, I'd put it in like A. But yeah, maybe I think a fairer assessment would probably be like B. That was fun. Yeah, because a lot of girls will get, honestly, like self-conscious around like just drawing fucking everywhere. So yeah, maybe not all girls are gonna like it, but it is a very dominant experience. Okay, then we have cock rings. I've put the one here that I have, which is again like a rabbit version that vibrates. To me, these are okay. I'm not a cock ring guy. Like I know some guys love it because it feels like increased in sensation. You have like a longer erection. It's maybe stronger erection. For me, it just feels uncomfortable having this thing like wrapped around my dick, and like the vibrating can be nice, but I prefer just having the vibrating on her and me getting the secondary benefits of that. So yeah, for some guys, I understand they might really like it, and if you haven't tried it, go ahead. I mean, see if it's for you. For me, this is like I've used them at like probably like 10 times, and just after those 10 times, I'm like, I just really not really enjoying this at all.
I find it distracting. I don't know. Like I'm hard enough. It feels good. Like I don't know. It's just doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah. Have you ever used these before? They're like nipple suction devices.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. So these are okay for me. For guys wondering, I mean, you can use this on the pussy as well. Like if you get bigger versions, these are suction cups. So guys might have used this in physio on their back, but these specific ones are designed for the nipples. So you put them over the top of the nipple and you crank it, and it basically like sucks the nipple in. And the whole idea is you leave this on for like 5-10 minutes, and it causes that area to be engorged with blood flow. It swells up. You pull them off. It makes the nipples kind of just look weird. So for me personally, it's like not that sexy. But you get a lot of those like tingling sensations, a lot of this blood flow to the area. They notice it a lot. And so now when you go to actually like play with the nipples, it can feel really nice for the girls. I find that a lot of girls find it painful to put on to begin with. They find it weird having these like cups dangling on them. They don't like how their nipples look afterwards. They freak out a bit. This is going to be an okay to kind of experience for me.
Exactly. I bought less powerful ones because so many girls had issues with the powerful ones. So, yeah, the less powerful ones where it's not making the nipple look fucking weird as shit. A lot of girls really like it. Other girls don't give a fuck. They're like, whatever.
Yeah, so, I might put in to be fair.
Yeah.
What do you think of nipple clamps? So these are the ones that you can actually adjust as well.
There are very specific girls that really, really enjoy it. Like they're coming already when you clamp it down. But I find most women don't exactly like it. It doesn't feel good. So like I rarely got to use my clamps.
Yeah, I agree. I'd put this in either okay or that was fun, because I think the psychology of it's really nice. I think if you have nice looking nipple clamps and you put them on, and these are cool because you can just adjust them. So you can make it really just like light where they just kind of clamp on a little bit. Then I think girls like that sensation of like, oh, I've got clamps on and, it kind of looks sexy. But the actual pain of it, like when you crank this up and you add them on, again, it can be awesome because the minute you take them off, that's where you get this like tingling, this release. There's a lot of sensation that feels really nice. But I agree. I think like this is it's almost like a 50-50 if girls actually enjoy it. But I feel like every girl enjoys the visual of it. So maybe we'll put this in I don't know. That was fun or okay? What are you thinking?
I think that was fun. Yeah. I think it's a lower that was fun.
Oh, here we go. Your favorite. Do you want to talk about how you used your strap on?
How I used it.
Well, yeah. You get the girls to like you, fuck you, right? Is that?
I thought you were talking about
that's what, I don't know. That's what you told me. You told me like you really enjoyed. You said this was like S3 before,
and you gave me that look, and I said, "Mark, no, like I'm not that liberal to like I'm not that open and liberal. I'm sorry."
Wow, so close-minded. You should really like step out of your comfort zone a little bit. You get like a bit of anxiety or something.
But I have to say, everyone Okay, especially as you get a little bit more advanced in game. Okay,
Mhm,
everyone
mhm,
should get a strap-on dildo.
mhm,
Everyone, you should have it. It should exist. Okay, trust
mhm.
me, because if you have a girl, your girlfriend, or a girl you pulled, and you pull a second girl, you're gonna be glad you had the strap on.
Yeah,
Okay,
straight up.
there's
Yeah.
nothing hotter than to pull that strap on out and be like, it wouldn't be so
Mm,
fucking hot if you fucking destroyed your friend. Wouldn't it be
yeah.
so hot, like bend your friend over, fuck her while I'm fucking her mouth? Oh, they get so into that, and it's so fucking hot. What's hotter than seeing your girl put a strap on and destroy another girl? And guess
I
what? Women are more brutal than you. Okay, they
mhm.
want the big attachment. They want to destroy another girl or their friend, and it's like, yo, calm down, like fucking relax. There's not what's hotter than that? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm putting this
Now,
A.
I have to
This is
say
going to be a
the one,
surprising A for most guys, but like
the one
I
thing
think yeah, go on.
the guys have to be careful. Be careful. Um, your girlfriend will try to use it on you. Like women will go, oh, wouldn't it be, I'm just telling you, like this is like universal. Women like test the waters a little bit. You know how women test you? This is one way that women test you. They want to see what your reaction is when they bring up a strap on. And look, if you're into it. But I'm just saying, your girl will look at you very different if she has to bend you over and fuck you in the ass with the strap on. It's like I'm just saying, you may be into that. Like, hey, no judgment, whatever. But your girl will never look at you the same. So I'm just be careful if you want to go down that path. I prefer
Be careful of the
girl,
temptation.
exactly. Put it on your girl. Bring another girl. And watch her fucking destroy, like tag team, like that is some bonding shit. You and your girl destroying another girl, that's a great bond right there.
There's so I put an A, by the way. I think it's awesome. There's something about the confidence that a woman gains when she puts a strap on. There's something, bro. Like, dude, I had the most submissive, like feminine girl. Like, we got into the bedroom and there was another girl. And she put this thing on. And it's kind of almost like, do you know how I asked that girl, like, when you have a blindfold on, what do you picture? And she's like walking around the room like this. That's what happened to this girl. She kind of put it on and she was like, she was in control now. It was so funny to watch. And then she's like, yeah, lie down. And then, yeah, it's, dude, it's something so sexy about watching another girl just like try to destroy another girl. Yeah, I think this is great. Definitely A. I can't wait for people just to see the tier list. See strap on today. Oh yeah, this is something you introduced to me, actually, the slut paddle.
Yes. Yeah, I have like different paddles for different types of girls. Like this is the softest fucking paddle. This is like a beginner paddle. Girls like, they never really been hit before with an object, but it says slut or whore, whatever on there. And you could tell them, like, wouldn't it be hot if your ass said, slut or something. And they're a little bit more excited to get hit a little bit harder and a little bit harder because they want that imprint of like slut on their ass. So that's like a very good beginner one. But listen, if you have a girl that likes pain or she's very experienced and you pull that out, be prepared for her to laugh at you. Okay. She will go, what the fuck is that? So I learned that the hard way one time, and I was like, oh my god, she made fun of me for this, She made fun of me. So look, you're gonna have to have different paddles for different girls, like bamboo, the one in A, wood, leather, silicone. I have a silicone one, a really heavy silicone one. Man, that is that's powerful.
Yeah, I've seen that one you have, actually. Yeah, I put this in B. I think this is a good conversation because sometimes I'll put this out of parties and girls like spank each other and try the thing on there and stuff.
I brought it to night game a few times.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Nice. I don't think I have met. Yeah, I don't. So we'll talk about other paddles now. I have one that is one side leather, so it can be really like painful. And then the other side is like this fur. So it's really cool because you can have pain and sensation. So you slap her with the the leather part, which obviously is painful. Then you switch it around and you can hit as hard as you want with that feathery part. And it just feels like a little bit of impact and like moves her forward, but doesn't actually hurt or sting. Or you can use it to kind of just like rub her ass afterwards after it's very, again, sensitive. So that's one of my favorites. I've got one that's like a shoe. So it just looks like the bottom of a shoe. Yeah, like it's a boot basically. And so it's like a paddle with like a boot footprint. That is very painful, and it leaves like the marks. It looks like someone's just like kicked it basically, or stomped on it. Yeah. And then I have like it looks like a wooden sword or something, but yeah, basically wood. So there's different variations. I didn't put them all in here. I think this is a great starter one, like for girls that aren't used to any impact or play paint. Then you can move up to things like crops and canes. So do you want to talk about the Sibian? That's his name, right? Sibian?
Sibian. Yeah. Yep. I bought I tried to buy one when I was in Warsaw in Poland, but you can't buy any. You have to order it internationally, and it takes like a fucking month. And there's like $1,000 like fucking taxes and fees and shit. So I couldn't get the Sibian, but I got the closest thing I could possibly get in Europe. And yeah, man, I don't like women fucking love it. They walk in and they see that. They want to jump right on. You know what I mean? Like you just met the girl, the Tinder date, she comes over and she sees that. They get pretty fucking excited, especially if you turn it on and they see how that vibrates. Man, it's because the whole thing vibrates. The whole saddle vibrates. And there's a like a dildo attachment, which can vibrate. It could go up and down. It could go around. So her pussy's vibrating and it's crazy strong. But she can also get that G-spot stimulation, or it could fuck her. And bro, like you need a towel around this area because she's going to be soaking wet, squirting everywhere. And it's great because look, you can sit her down there and like fuck her face. You could even kind of move her down a little bit, bend her over a bit and fuck her ass. You could kind of join her on the saddle a little bit. There's just a lot of things you could do with that. And it's so fucking intense. They're not there. You know what I mean? Like their eyes kind of go away. They're out of their head. They're gone. So this is just an easy thing. Like if you have this, okay, the retention is 100%. I guarantee that. Guarantee that. You could be fucking weird. You could be needy after, but if you have this idea, she's going to come back.
Where would you place this then? What do you think?
I mean, it has to be fucking S.
All right,
it just has
to.
Look, it has to be. Like girls were messaging me, can I come over and try this? Can I get back on it? They've never experienced this sensation. They've never came hard. Came this hard. It is different.
All right, S tier. Next one is eStim. So I don't know what the exact brand name of this is. I have one, and basically what this is, it is fucking awesome to use. So it's a wand that you turn on, and it's different attachments, and it will zap the girl. And you can even see like the little electricity like jump from this to the girl, and it is so fun to fuck around with. But my favorite setting of this, it's not in the picture here, but there's a cord that attaches to like just this metal piece. So you attach the metal piece to her, and then you can just wrap it with this tape over here. And so you wrap it around her, you turn it on, excuse me, and now she becomes electrified. I don't know how to describe this otherwise.
So goes through the fucking tape. So if it's around her waist,
well, no. So she doesn't feel anything yet until you touch her, or until like. So she's just like, I guess, active, and then the minute you touch her, that's where the zap will be. So you could even like make out, and your lips are like tingling and shit. Or you can crank it right up, and you'll touch her, and it'll be like, zzz. Or you can get like a metal spoon, and then you can just like use the spoon along her. It's a really cool, fun experience. It's gonna be similar to like the TENS machine in terms of like, this is such a novel, fun thing to do a couple of times, but it's not going to be like, oh, every single time, can you like pull out that electrical thing? That was like so much fun. So I think for me, this is better than TENS. It's going to be like, it's so novel and so cool that I think it's going to be that was fun, but it's never going to be like a.
because I almost bought one of these,
Mm.
but I felt like it was a cheaper version of this, and I didn't want to like pay for it.
Mm.
So I couldn't find like a good brand like with great reviews. Is there like a particular like brand or company?
There is. The one I bought was more expensive than all the eBay ones, and it was like the original version of this. I don't know the name off the top of my head. It's in my room though, so after the stream I can just find the name and maybe I'll post in the comments. But it also like I think you're probably better off buying. So the problem was I bought the American one, like it's the original thing, and so I had to use a converter in Australia, and I don't know how well that converts because it is like the lower setting is still pretty strong. So I would just recommend if you're buying it, try to buy, I guess, the version or have like an actual converter that changes the voltage. Because yeah, I mean, mine's a little bit stronger than I think it should be. But anyway, it's fun. It's fun. Dick pump. I've never used a dick pump in my life. Have you ever tried one of these?
Never.
Okay, I'm just going to put it in Mer. Guys in comments or chat, if you think they're awesome and really beneficial, some shit, let us know. But otherwise, I'm just Mer. I've just never used one. Oh, here we go. Underbed restraints. So for those that don't know, these go under your bed, and then these restraints just pop out the sides, so a girl can lay down, and basically you tie her up in both arms to the side of the bed, both legs to the side of the bed. What do you think of these?
Oh, I mean, for like 10 years straight, this was just always on my bed. So it goes under your bed and it could hang over. And when girls would walk in, they see the bed restraints right away. So like I'm sleeping on the bed restraints. I don't remove them. It's always there. Girls come in. I would almost always, there was like a 4 or 5 year period where every Tinder fuck date, I would tie up with the bed restraints. And they loved it. They fucking loved it. If I'm going to eat pussy, guess what? She's tied up to the bed. If I'm going to do anything, she's tied up to the bed. So yeah, I mean, it's super easy. You put it under the bed, attach it to the wrists. It's very simple, very quick, very easy. You don't have to fumble around with this or that. You want something quick and easy. It's amazing. It's great.
Yeah, this is I agree. I had these for years. I think anyone, like, along with the tape, this is another version of this. It's really like quick, easy, simple, carries like some level of authority. It's fun, 100%. All right, BPC dildo. I threw this in there for you. I never, when it comes to like penetration of the pussy, I don't use many toys, to be honest, because I'm usually just using my hands or dick. So my exceptions might be, something like this every now and again. When it comes to just like a straight up dildo that doesn't even vibrate or do anything, I would never really use these. Don't have one. Girls might like it, but just for like couples play, no.
Just normal dildo.
Yeah. Then we have lube. I put this A. I think lube's, it's 1,000% important when you're doing anything anal, like fuck her in the ass. It just makes life so much easier, obviously. And even like if you find that you're coming really quickly, adding lube when you're fucking her can reduce the friction, which will reduce the amount of sensation that you feel, which can be nice. Also, like there's some girls that just, even if they're turned on, might struggle to get a little bit wet, especially for like long sessions. So lube can be helpful there. It's not something that's like, oh, amazing. I just feel like this is a very vital, fundamental thing that every single guy should have. So I'm going to put it in A just because it's important. But it's not like, wow, lube was incredible. But yeah, it's necessary.
And good, you got to get good lube. There's bad lube and there's good lube.
This lube is my favorite. It's amazing. I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah.
Pure. Yeah, that's my go-to.
Yeah. There's different ones.
I had a night where I had a bunch of different kind of lubes because I had one girl complain about my lube. And I went through each lube and kind of experimented with the lube, and Pure was the best. Was the girl's favorite. Yeah.
You can get different versions. There's like a sensitive one. You can get silicone ones. There's water-based ones if you're using it for like silicone toys. It's the best brand. It's amazing. Go for it. Fleshlight. Have you ever used one of these bad boys?
I had a girl buy me one time.
Oh, okay.
You're like, oh, look, I got you a gift.
What a sweet girl.
No, it's I don't know. It's horrible. It's like I don't know.
Oh,
Why would I
really?
use it?
Okay. Oh, yeah,
It's
fair.
like, no, I mean, look, I'm sure if you're a guy, you can't get any pussy. Okay, you know what I mean. I'm sure there are like really good ones and probably feel good. I don't know. I don't know. Like I'd rather just fuck a real pussy or something. Personally,
Yeah. My biggest fear is that, like, if you find me a toy that just feels so incredible and amazing, I don't want to be disincentivized to be that guy that just sits at home and fucks his toy all day on some shit, right? Like, I don't want to be that guy with a sex robot, right? I feel like this is my first step towards sex robot. It's not happening, all right? Like, I'm going to stick with my human interactions with amazing sex with other women. Like, this is, this is not for me.
Bro, you know what happened? I got that gift, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck is this? I threw it in my closet. I'm like, this is garbage. My parents found it when they cleaned out my room when I moved out. Like, I was like, oh shit, man. I left. I don't know what the type of shit I left in that fucking closet. My this. I'm like, there's shit that like people bought me or like I didn't even use, like I didn't care about, but it just because I left it there, I didn't need it. It's like this. My parents think I'm a fucking horrible, disgusting degenerate. Like they have to, you know what I mean? They're like,
it's gold.
Oh my god, yeah, it's pretty embarrassing. Actually. Like what do you do? Do you like text your parents and be like, hey, just by the way, I didn't use that. Like
yeah. By the way, go with that. I promise.
Gift, you know.
Oh, dude, it's gold. Oh, this is something you have. I don't. So this like fuck machine. Yeah.
Oh, fuck machine. Yeah. This is one of those things where girls walk into your room and they go, "What is that?" Immediately. Okay. And you show them the different attachments. And there's like big, small. There's even ones with weird, I don't know, like fucking I don't know.
Flowers coming out of it.
And there's ones where I'm like, what do I even do with this attachment? Where does it go? You know, there's like like spanking ones or something. I don't know. It's weird, but man, yeah, this is very interesting. It's very fast. It's very powerful. And girls just get so excited when they see that and they want to try it. And I don't know. It's so much fun. I don't know. Like pull it out every once in a while. And sometimes you can stick it on their ass. Sometimes you can stick it in their pussy and fuck their ass. Sometimes you could have the machine fucking destroy their pussy while you're fucking their mouth. Sometimes you put them in a sex swing. You could angle this up. You could tie them up, and that thing could just fuck their pussy, destroy their fucking pussy. It's just powerful. Like you cannot fuck as fast and hard as this machine can. So the girls never experience that level of destruction.
Challenge accepted, by the way.
I'm just saying. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, like look, if you're gonna, because I would leave my girl with the fuck machine when I travel, you know, go to boot camps or whatever for a couple months. Yeah. And I would leave her just with my size dick. Okay, I'm like, all right, well, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Just a little bit smaller.
It's like the second biggest attachment they have, but there's like one. It's like not even a real size sort of, you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't want you to get too used to this one. Okay. So I'll take away this one. I'll take this with me, you know,
give it to
Mark. Maybe he'll play with it or something. But you know, like, no, it's great. You could like call her on the phone and be like, I want you to pull out the fuck machine right now. You know, I think it's amazing. Coming back, I would say coming back, the reaction that girls give when they see that, it's like sex called level. But I think coming back is it's a good place for it.
Then we have floggers. Dude, I spent so much money on the nicest flogger and I fucking love it. Okay. This thing say that again.
What makes it so nice?
Oh, the leather. The leather is just super premium. It's nice and long as well. This one seems pretty short, and it's weighted really well. So, like the weight of tails is like the same weight as the handle, so it's like very balanced as you use it. It's just so nice. And the cool thing about this is because there's so much surface area here, it can be soft. Like this thing looks brutal, especially when you get it and you start just like wailing this thing around. But because it's not like a cane where it's like this one little point that is just smacking, like all that force is just over a small surface area. The force here is over an entire back, for example, or entire arse. So like if you want to be like slow and have more of this like forceful like impact of her, then you can. But if you want to like fucking rip this thing and do it like super fast and whippy, you can. So it's just so versatile, so much fun. For me, oh man, I'll put it A. I almost want to put this thing S, to be honest. Oh, man, I almost do, because like this is something that even if girls are like, I don't want to be hurt, this can be a sensation play thing. This thing can be like soft over her back. But look, a nice one's expensive. It requires some skill, because sometimes you can have wrapping. Like if you go to hit her butt, but you miss, if you miss and you hit her like a little too close, then the things actually wrap around and then they smack the front and it becomes really painful then. So there's some skill to this. I'll put it A, but I just want to let you know there's a temptation to put this S. It's really good.
I think you made a good point about, I bought like a little bit more expensive ones and really cheap ones, and they're really like, I don't know, like I couldn't use the really cheap ones. They were fucking shitty as shit.
Yeah. They feel like so plasticky and shit. It's just not a nice material. Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah, you'll get them in like BDSM kits and stuff. There's right, like you need to buy a proper one. Collar, okay.
Collar, yeah, sex god.
Yeah, sex god.
Yeah.
I loved it because there's something like with my girl, we have different styles of sex, obviously, right? And if I want to go like BDSM angle, if I want to be like, okay, then this is just a great indication of that, and it just puts us both in that zone of like, all right, I'm wrapping this around your neck, even without like the leash, just the collar, for example. It feels sexy, it looks amazing. Again, go to get a nice one, right? You don't want some plastic cheap thing, right? Like get a nice one. It looks really great. This is, as you said, the authority. Like when girls see it, when girls feel it, when girls put it on, they just become more submissive, they just become more feminine. So
that's a good
this
point,
is this is, I love this thing.
Something I noticed immediately. Right when you put it on the girl, all of a sudden her demeanor changes, like right away. It's like she's like in that headspace now, and she's like, I'm obedient, I'm submissive.
Exactly.
And like, man, I would put that on like certain girls. If I told like get on your knees, like bark like a dog, they're like, no, I'm not gonna do that. You know, you put that on there, and they're like, okay, and you can walk around. It's like, what the fuck? I just put the collar on, and she's like on her knees barking like a dog. So this is amazing. I've man, like even really shy good girls, I kind of like tested it. I'm like, let's go outside. You know, I'd walk them halfway outside, and they would come with me. I'm like, oh, well, we can't do this like Salty 44. But like you could get them to do shit they would normally not do. And the good thing is, you can buy dog tags, so you can put their name or their like whatever your pet name for them on the dog tag, and they love that. They're like, oh, it's mine, it's my collar. You know, it's very personalized. I mean, you have to have one of these. You have to.
S2.
Again, I used to have it next to my bed, just kind of sitting there, because you know, girls would walk in and they'd be like, ooh, what is this? You know, and they'll like hand it and like, you want to put it on me? So it's an easy way to just fuck. The girls walk in, they see that, like, oh, that's very interesting. Put it around their neck, and they're done. You're in.
The next is,
and by the way, it's really nice. It's really nice when you're fucking them from behind. You wrap that around. You hold it like it's like a fucking horse. You could kind of jerk their fucking neck back instead of pulling their hair. And you could choke them a little bit. Oh my god! So I could kind of get a little bit tighter and kind of hold it like this and just choke them just enough. Enough while you're fucking them. Or you could just kind of pull them back. It's kind of like pulling their hair, and they're not really being choked too much. You could do a lot with this.
That's so much fun. But I do have a consent video coming out as well. So for guys that are here thinking, like, how the fuck do I implement any of this? Like, would I just like pull this out? Like, I'm sure there's a lot of guys thinking this all looks amazing, but I don't think any girl that I know will be into this or some shit. I have a video. It's about consent, but I mean, it's a shitty word. It's really about figuring out the girl's fantasies. It's about being able to like initiate conversations where you can find out exactly what she wants, but better yet, you can actually express to her what you want. Like, how exactly, like, what's your fantasy, right? Do you want this girl down on her knees barking like a dog? Or do you want to like scream your fucking name? Do you want to bend over the bed? Do you want to dress up? Whatever you want. Like, I'll teach you how to have these conversations. So I've got a video that will come out probably in 2 weeks' time on this. It's already been filmed. So if anyone's wondering, then just make sure you're subscribed in that video.
A lot of guys don't understand like how sexual women are. Okay. Like how much they want to experiment. Like every woman I've ever been with, good girl, virgin, one night count, they've wanted to do all kinds of different things, more things than I wanted to do. They wanted to experiment more than I wanted to experience, or like anyone else that I've ever any other guy I've ever known. They are going to be very open to trying most things. Okay, things that you probably would never imagine a girl that you're seeing or dating because you're such a good girl or whatever. You'd be shocked by the shit that she would be into or she would want to try. And there's no way you'll find out unless you learn how to bring these topics up.
100%. Next is handcuffs.
Oh yeah, I mean this is a top tier for me. Well, A, would you put it A? Like I always had handcuffs. I traveled with handcuffs. Women love handcuffs. I don't know. It's like a slightly different sensation than some other restraints. I don't know. I like the metal. I like the handcuffs. It's easy to put on. But then again, this is kind of like, old school. This is like going back to like, when you're 18, 19. That's like one of the first things I had was handcuffs.
And try to find, some countries are going to have restrictions around this. Try to find, like, as Swiss said, metal hanger. Like, if you have some, like, plastic, like, Halloween costume handcuffs or something, like, it's not going to feel sexy. If you had the fluffy pink ones, like, yeah, I mean, maybe it's nice that the girl feels some level of restraint. But, like, there's a difference between that and proper, like, this guy feels like an authority, heavy metal, wrapped around. They're worried where the keys are type handcuffs. Like, to be fair, the only time I've ever used those is I was seeing a girl that was a cop, and she was like, I'm not allowed to bring these home, but she brought them home and then was like, can you use these on me? And I was like, fuck yeah. So they're like police issued handcuffs. That is like sexy. But yeah, I mean, I've used all the fluffy pink one bullshit, all that. Like they're okay, but they're nothing compared to this. And at that point, if you've only got access to pink fluffy ones, I just encourage you to use the tape, use the underbed restraints, or use rope, which I'll talk about in a sec.
Well, yeah. I'm going to put like bed restraints over handcuffs for sure. There's ones you could put around the ankles as well, but yeah.
Nice. All right, I've never used this before. This is like a dick extender. So it's like you basically put your dick into this, like, you put your dick into this like silicon thing. I've never used this. No.
And like, what fucking extension? Again, another poor girl. Yeah. I've never used it. I've never had students use it. I only found this as I was like doing this like tier list. So I'm just gonna have to put it in Merc because I don't know. But if anyone's used this and actually found it like useful or effective, or girls liked it, let me know. I'm just not sure. This is for our micro penis viewers out there.
But even still, like,
this is for our Indian viewers out there.
Oh, okay, yes. Indian micro penis guys. Yeah.
Not for the Pakistan viewers,
Whatever G chose these spreader bars, those are an S tier in my opinion. Yeah, I didn't even put spreader bar on here, to be honest, because I've used them before, and I'm sorry, 6 and What Shades, I didn't like it. Now, maybe that should be because the time that I used it, I was already so deep into shibari and rope that I was like, if I want her legs in a certain position, I'm just going to use rope. So I will admit here that is a very biased opinion. I don't know. What do you think of spreader bars, Swift?
Yeah, I like them. I like them. I mean,
okay.
There's like certain positions I like to use the spreader bars, but everything else is kind of like kind of gets in the fucking way. Yeah. It's better to like use some other restraints. But yeah, there was like a couple positions that I really enjoyed with the spreader bar. So I would probably use it for like 10 minutes or 15 minutes and take it off and use something else.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. So, okay, maybe, I'm sorry, Shades. Maybe if we were to put that in there, maybe it would be that was fun.
Yeah, it's definitely not a no.
And then we have massage wax oil stuff. So this is different to like candles. This is just gonna it's more actual just wax that it sits on her, burns for a little bit, and then hardens. This is more like massage oil that is in a candle form, and this is a much lower like burn temperature where you can see this person pouring it on their hands. That's literally what you can do. You can light it up. It smells nice sometimes, and you can actually just pour it on your hands, and it's just warm oil. So I think this is good. I don't have coconut oil on this list, but I think like any type of warm oil is probably going to be either S or A tier.
Have you been to like a spa, bro? I went to a spa one time and they used some fucking really hot oil. It fucking burnt the shit out of me.
Oh, Jesus.
Like,
okay.
What the fuck are they doing? They're doing some like BDSM shit. I don't know. They had like the spa music, like the lights were dimmed. It was like very kind of sexy spa music. And this fucking Asian chick is like pouring hot wax on me. It's like, what the fuck is going on here?
Jesus. Damn.
They're looking around for like strap-ons and shit.
That's so funny. Yeah. The one I have is from, it's from like a lingerie store. I'm going to forget the name of it. But anyway, the one I have from there, and yeah, it's not that hot. But if it is, like what you guys can do always is just blow out the candle, wait a minute, and then pour it, or just pour from a high temperature. Like even for these candle wax ones, like the wax play, just lifting it another 30 centimeters and dropping it will like dissipate the temperature quite a lot. So that's something. But I like the idea of massage oil, especially if it's warm. We always advocate a lot for massage closers. So this for me is going to be like an A tier type approach. These finger vibrators, I'm going to put, they're so gimmicky for me. I'll put in like I've tried them before. They're not great in my opinion. I find it so much easier to get like more sensation and more pleasure from just using my actual fingers as opposed to these being in the way. If you want vibration, then again, you can just use a toy or like add it with something like the Doxy. So for me, I've tried these before. When I first got them, I'm like, this is awesome. This would be really cool. And it ended up just being like, I just felt a bit gimmicky and wasn't that great.
100%. I saw some sort of glove. I don't know if you've seen them.
I've used the glove as well. Yeah.
There's like
my glove had different.
Like right here it vibrates. So if you like stick it in, the spot right here could hit the clip. I've never used it, but I have no idea.
Yeah, I've had it. It wasn't great. Like, so mine, it vibrated, and then each finger had a different, like, ribbed style. So one was like prickly, and then another one was like smooth, like lines. I don't know. It just didn't really work, and it feels weird. You've got this like big glove. I don't know. It felt so gimmicky. It didn't really work for me. Okay, my favorite. This is going as for me. I will. Yeah, rope is just my favorite thing in the world. Like, you just have so much, again, authority here. It feels very artistic. So the girl will say, like, can I get a photo? I want to show my friends. They feel so sexy in it. They feel like the idea of bondage allows them to let go and be more feminine the same way the collar will. It's so versatile. You could use this as a collar. You could use this as tape. You can use this as handcuffs. You can put her in totally different positions. If you get really good at this, I mean, you can hang girls from the ceiling and use it as a sex swing. It is, for me, so much fun to use, so versatile, builds so much authority, creates so much pleasure. This is S tier for me.
Yeah, 100%. And look, if you're feeling a little bit too lazy and you don't want to use the rope on your Tinder dates, hide the rope, okay? Hide the fucking rope, because if the rope is out, she's going to go to the rope and say, you know how to tie? Do you know how to do this? You know? and she's going to harass you about this, okay? And you're gonna have to tie her up. I always had to like hide my rope because like girls will ask for it over and over and over.
Yeah, we've had guys on program where we teach this. So our rite of passage is a 2-week program. We teach this, and on our last one, we actually had a guy bring a girl to be tied up. So he was like, "Yep, we're doing this like rope day, from night game." And she came around, and the whole time she's like, "Take another photo, take another photo." Oh my god, so like just absolutely fucking loved it. So we teach this to all our students on the rite of passage enough, like, and it's quick and easy to learn to be able to do enough to tie her hands behind her back, for example, or tie him to the bed. So it, I mean, we have demos of this in the mastermind as well. I could talk about this for an hour, so I'm going to shut the fuck up now. But yeah, definitely sex god tier.
And you could get different colors. You could have the girl pick which color she likes.
Yeah.
So
100%.
you do. You have a entire
I got so much.
Recorded live stream with a few girls in the.
We had a few topless girls come in, and we got a record a live stream.
That was a great live. That was a good one.
That was fun. Next is, the last one is a Zumio. So I think it's Zumio. This is a niche toy. I'm not sure if you've seen it before, Swift. This is a niche toy. This I have really good experience with. So do you know how you mentioned this bullet vibrator, how you can really get fine detail? So this pitch is a little bit cut off, but there's a small little ball
at the end.
Yeah, exactly. It's a small little ball at the end. And it is just so specific. I feel like a surgeon, all right? I'm like a brain surgeon where I'm like in there with this little thing. And it's so cool because you can literally just run it across like the right side of the clit and then like the left side. You could do it. And yeah, for me, it's fun to use. But for girls, it's something they really haven't experienced before. And it provides so much pleasure. And it's one of these like guaranteed for them to come. I would put it... Oh man, I'd put it A with the temptation for S, basically. It's really good. Yeah, if you're really good at it. I think this is a good list. I think Doxy everyone should have, Blindfold everyone should have, Egg everyone should have. Sybian's like thousands of dollars, so it's awesome. But like I understand if you don't have it.
It might be like over 2,000.
Yeah. Collar everyone should have. Rope or some type of bondage, right? I would say rope, yes, but if not, some type of bondage. So, better restraint, something like that. Everyone should have lube. And I think that's a really nice starter pack with maybe like a paddle. Even though we got in that was fun, I'd say like I would make it necessary for you to have is something to like a starter pack.
100%.
Yeah, that was fun. What do you think of this list? Yeah, coconut oil. Yeah,
coconut oil. Like I don't know the amount of massages we've given women, titty massage, booty massage. A lot of women just love it.
Yeah,
absolutely fucking love it. What is there other toys?
Trying to think what I have in my room. I mean, I have a bunch of different like impact toys. I didn't want this half thing to be like all the different paddles I have. There's different impact toys. Sensory toys, again, there's different ones, but I think wax play, feathers, pinwheel, I think is good. Nipple play, there's again a bunch of different things, but I think like just sticking to one style of these, I think is fine. And then there's obviously like 1,000 different styles of dildos, but I kind of just stuck to non-vibrating one, the G-Joy, whatever it's called. You can get like again different styles of rabbits and stuff, but I think this is a pretty comprehensive list. I don't think we're missing any obvious toys that people are going to be using, although it would be really great.
And we're maybe we should talk about this. We're getting into tickling, so this is a new thing that we haven't really gotten into so much. I don't know, just tickling women. Yeah,
it's something I didn't mention is. I'm actually a feet god. Okay. Yeah. So really what this is about, really like if there's a toy where it's like a box, right? It's like a chastity belt, but for feet. Okay. Put the girl's feet in the box, then you tickle them. All right. That's S-tier feet god level sex skills right there. Yeah.
No, but like even if you're not into feet and even if the girl's not into tickling or you're not into, I don't know, I think it's a nice sort of experience to have, where
Mm.
you put her feet in the box, you tie her down to the bed, and you just tickle her.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, I honestly, I think that retention wise, if you end the experience, your fuck date, with tickling her, she's giggling and laughing the last 30 minutes until she's exhausted, and you send her home after giggling and she's tired. She goes home, goes straight to sleep. I think that's a great way to.
You could use a feather heat, like get her to just pee her pants a little bit. So maybe have a towel down. This and then you could ask to maybe get some photos, right? You could sell them online. I think it's probably the best way to end this session, I'd say.
100%.
Yeah. sounds good.
Just tickle your dates. And
just tickle clothes. That sounds tough. Yeah, legit.
Girls like getting tickled a little bit, right?
They do. They do.
Tickle girls in the club,
jokes aside, I think tickling sometimes, from like a BDSM point of view, can be so powerful, because some girls, right, like they do feel like they're about to pee their pants, they can't control themselves, and like breathe, you just keep to it, and they're actually like, stop, like this is torture right now. 100%. So I guess I just want to say, like, for any of these things, if I understand there's going to be different levels of guys out there. If you've just never used anything before and you just grab me a blindfold, go for it. If you want some guides, join the mastermind, we've got a bunch in there. If you want some in-person coaching on this, then we do it on our Rite of Passage. And if you want to learn more about consent, because obviously all of this, some of it requires like safe words and things like that. If you're wrapping this around her neck and choking her, I've got a video coming out in a couple of weeks. So just make sure you're subscribed, and that will walk you through it. Otherwise, I think that was a great list.
I think it's a pretty solid list. Yeah, if every guy just gets the S tier stuff and
good to go.
The other items, it's improved retention immediately.
Oh yeah,
look, it's better than just sticking your dick in and like getting soft halfway through and like coming within 5 seconds, right?
Yeah, and I think like we kind of made this list, I think majority about retention and what girls are really going to like and whatnot, but like a lot of this list as well, this is fun. Okay, there's fun, so like when I meet these fucking red pill guys that are like, no, I just fuck a girl in 2 minutes and kick her out, or like don't, blah blah blah. It's like, you enjoy that, right? Like you just enjoy coming in 2 minutes, like that. Okay, like fuck, I just jerk off. Like, is this? I don't know. It's so much more fun for me, as you said, having a girl on her knees, looking up at you with a collar around her fucking neck. It's so much more fun for me, slowly tying a girl up and then like tying into the bed. She can't fucking move at all. Like, it's so much fun for me. Like, take a feather and tease a girl and she can't take it anymore. Like, this is exciting. It's dominating. It's masculine. It's powerful. It feels so much better than trying to be a guy that's like, oh yeah, I'm a real man, so my girl doesn't enjoy sex, I just come and leave. Okay, cool, all right, if that's what you want to do.
That's the gayest thing. The red
that's a gayest thing I've
never heard.
Alrighty, anything else, Swifty?
Nah, I'm ready. I'm kind of horny now. I'm kind of horny and ready.
All right, let's go.
Good foreplay.
Yeah,
it's time to fuck. I'm ready to go.
What is our next tier list going to be?
Oh shit.
This is on you. This is your responsibility. You are taking over the tier list of next week. The weight is on your shoulders. Do you think you can handle it?
Fuck, that's a lot of pressure. What did I say?
This is so much pressure. I'm not sure. I don't know. There's too much pressure. I don't know what's happening.
I don't know.
All I know is it's going to be another incredible tier list. That's all I can say.
Okay.
I have faith. I believe in you.
It might be green flags.
Oh, green flags. Yeah, that could be good. I've got an appropriate hat for that. Okay, green. I'm ready.
I don't know. I have to go through the fucking documents. I have to see what I had down, but it's going to be good no matter what. Maybe it's green flags in the near future. I'll probably put together some of my screenshots and we'll do like a some sort of text game tier list.
That'd be sexy.
Put together. That's going to be good, but it's going to take a little bit more time to put everything together for that. So it's going to be green flags unless Unless I spend a day going through some screenshots and put something together, then we could do the text game. But either way, we'll do both of these at some point in the next few lives.
Awesome. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right, guys, we'll catch you for either Green Flags or Swift's text game. Hopefully Swift's text game, we'll see. All right, catch you boys next time.